The Apapa community stakeholders are calling on the Federal Road Maintenance Agency to fix the deteriorating state of the Ijora-Syfax Road, which they say has become an accident spot, leading to loss of lives and properties on a daily basis. While confirming the massive volume of vehicular traffic and accident that ply the road, Head of Operations, Lagos State Special Traffic Management Committee and Enforcement Team on Apapa Gridlock, Adekoya Hassan, says he's doing the little he can by constantly pouring gravel on the road, but it's not enough to fix it due to the amount of trucks and vehicles passing there always. He pleads with the federal government and the Federal Road Maintenance Agency to fix the road.
We are calling on federal government, especially Ministry of Works, to look inward towards this road. My primary assignment is to ensure safety of property and lives. As you can see, we have to mobilize this within ourselves to ensure we put the road in order. But we need proper support from the federal government, especially Ministry of Works. As you can see, when we talk of property, millions of nairas go down here every day. As you can see what happened today, we never had intention of experiencing this. We just had plans to ensure we bring a palliative here to put the road in order. But on our way getting here, in less than 2-3 minutes, we find this now. So we have to quickly put it in order to ensure there is free flow of traffic along this corridor. We still have another section of the road outward, down the bridge. That's very bad. And also down here, as you can see. But we'll continue to see what we can do to ensure we improve the quality of the road before federal government can come to our aid. We've got a new government now, and I heard that the Ministry of Works is in Lagos. So we are still hoping to see him here. He hasn't gotten to this exit at all. We haven't seen him here. So we are hoping to see him here so he can come see. He can have first-hand information of what is happening here so that it will be proper, so he can address it properly.
Because every day we work out, road safety stop you, road wordness. VR will stop you, road wordness. Police will catch you, road wordness. And we don't have a good road. So we're just tired. Just tired. For now, I have an issue. It's a company for now like this, with all those things that happen like this now, because they will not take it with me, because I don't know how they will do me now. I don't know. Let them come first. I'm just tired like this. Because it's like, as this thing happen now, it's like, if it say I just die when the thing happen immediately now, I even like, I swear. Because I don't know. I don't know.
So I work here as a tanker driver, so and that is, it even happened to me itself. So on my way coming from the depot, passing by, going to Ikorodu that day, and I don't know this thing, I don't know it has already come up. You understand? On my way going, what I had at the back was, bow, my tire. Those trailer, like this one that is coming now, if you do not know, the tire might burst at any fucking time. So what I want the government to do for us, they should please and repair this place for us. So we are suffering in this place, most especially if there is rain. Look at this place now. If trailer pass in the night, the tire might burst at any fucking time. So we just want the government to repair it for us, that's all.
All right, just to mention, Rufai, beyond this road in Apapa, across Lagos, and we just talked about the East-West Road earlier today along the Bayelsa, Port Harcourt area in Nigeria. We have a big issue with the state of our roads, and we look at the lives, productivity that we lose by not fixing these roads. What's the big problem?
I mean, the big problem is because we're not honest enough with ourselves. We're not transparent enough with ourselves. Everything that happens to us in this country, when they say Nigeria happens to you, Nigeria also happens to our roads. You hear cases of roads awarded and nothing is done, and people keep the money in the pocket. You hear contracts splitting, all sorts of variation. The one that hurt me the most as regards the East-West Road is the fact that after the contract variation happened, which a lot of people say is a quick way to scam people during the contract and to make more money from the contract when you go back and vary the contract. Somebody will have thought that at least the money will be used to fix the road. Nothing is done. This Apapa is a major road. It's a major ingress and egress route through our ports. And the road has been like this for a while. A lot of things have been said about this Apapa road. Nothing has been done. It takes a private citizen to start pouring gravel on the road, at least to be able to. And kudos to the man that has been doing that. So the truth has to be said. We need to go back and look inwards. It's as if when it comes to the leadership, we just lost it at a point. Things didn't used to be this bad in Nigeria. Something definitely happened that we just lost it. We lost the level of accountability. Corruption became the order of the day. It now became a government of strong men rather than strong institutions. So nothing can be done. And if you ask now, when are they going to fix this road? They're going to tell you all sorts of stories. Oh, they're caught up between federal road and state road. And they're also going to look at you in the face and tell you the rains have started. Yeah. We can't fix it after the rains.
The rains outside.
So you can see a lot that is happening while people keep suffering. And we say we are the giant of Africa, but I know we can't be the giant of Africa by doing well for ourselves.
Federal government, state government, local government, governments responsible for roads. I thought it was quite poetic that one of the guys who was saying in that video, I don't know if you saw it, Doctor, was wearing a shirt, and at the back had the face of the governor on it, and he had rising on it. And there he was, not quite rising, bending to fix the road because the government hasn't done what it ought to do.
Well, you know, the problem with this Apapa road has been there for about 12 years, causing pain, tears, distress for residents, motorists, and anybody who has any business to transact in that part of Lagos State. And you will recall that the federal government at a point even set up a task force on that particular road. You will recall that at a point, even the vice president of Nigeria, Professor Osinbajo, as he then was as vice president, came and inspected this same road and made all kinds of promises about government fixing it. Governor Sanwo-Olu, when he assumed office, made this Apapa segment of the road, a priority for his administration. Now, many years after, we're still at the same point. The people who suffer are those residents, members of the community. In fact, at a point, when it was said it was because of transportation of goods from the port, a former MD of the Nigerian Ports Authority introduced what they call a tow-up, a call-up system that will make sure that the congestion on the roads and bridges along that axis will be addressed. Nothing has happened. When the Minister of Works, I think, visited Lagos, we were told that he inspected the entire stretch of roads from Apapa all the way to the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and he promised, I think he gave a deadline, I hope I'm not misquoting him, of maybe 6 weeks, or is it a few weeks or so, that the entire stretch will be fixed. This doesn't look like something that can be fixed in a matter of weeks. It just shows, failure on the part of government. It shows negligence on the part of government. Every effort to fix these roads, either by community effort or by government effort, is always on an ad hoc basis. Maybe 2-3 heavy rains now. What is being put there now will be washed away again, and the agony of the people will continue. This is not acceptable. Government is there to serve the people. Government should just serve the people. Dealing with the same problem year in, year out, 12 years. This particular axis of Lagos has been in this particular state. And I think it's unacceptable. The people there will continue to agonize until the problem is addressed and solved. Imagine the amount of man hours that is lost in traffic congestion. Imagine the amount of cost also in terms of accidents that could have been avoided. And then not to talk of the stress that people are subjected to daily just because they are, exposed to a system that doesn't function as it should.
Yes. I mean, recently, Lagos was announced as the 5th best African city to live in, to invest into. So it's important. Yes, we'll be getting this accolades here and there, but if this is the 5th best African city to live in and we have roads in deplorable conditions, then what is it that we are truly celebrating? From Lagos to East-West Road to roads in Edo State, across Nigeria, there has to be almost a state of emergency on the state of our infrastructure when it comes to roads.